Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to GNU according to CD. That is Government of National Unity. Let's return to Kenya, where Miss Universe Kenya, Irene Mukii, she broke her silence and she broke it with receipts. And I did say to you guys, who do I believe between her, the queen herself, or the organization? I think the Miss Universe Kenya organization ought to be ashamed of themselves. I mean, there it was. She showed receipts, conversations you guys were having with her, the things that she thought in good faith you were by her side only to sabotage her. I wouldn't say it's sabotage per se. I would say it's utter incompetence. So clearly, with the Miss Universe Kenya, the officials there, somebody got a job, or y'all got these jobs not on merits. You got it by appointment for doing something for somebody to have given you this job because you don't understand the gravity of this competition called Miss World or Miss Universe or any of the beauty pageantry world. If you don't understand it, I am sure it's some people who are very, very projective of the girls that take up these spaces because maybe you have one insecurity or another that you didn't like about Irene, and then you did all that you could to sabotage her. This girl is intelligent, not only beautiful, but she's intelligent. She is such a lady. I mean, the way she speaks with respect. She is poised, beautiful, intelligent. I mean, I can understand the chaperone. I would like to see the chaperone, how the chaperone looks like. And I would also like to see the CEO of Miss Universe Kenya and all the people that were supposed to be behind her every step of the way the moment she won Miss Kenya. Because it all begins there. The moment she's announced Miss Kenya and the crown goes on her head, this is when the duty of being Miss Kenya begins. And that also paved the way to Miss Universe because the chance is she might actually win the crown called Miss Universe. Not only will she be representing the universe, but your country. That's where the root would have come from. But no, you guys, because you take up jobs you don't understand, this is the result we get. I did watch Miss Kenya. Miss Kenya, I would say after South Africa, they put on a very beautiful show. The only thing I did not like though about Miss Kenya is the presenters, the two presenters, they were all over the stage. That's the first thing. Too much talking. And then you were putting politicians on stage for what good reason? If there's going to be a minister of arts and culture, just announce the person sitting by the audience, let them stand and then sit down. They have no business taking the stage because the moment a politician takes the stage, the attention is no longer on the ladies. Now it's going to be on this politician. Everybody now is going to try and please. It's not about them. It's about the queens on the stage. And this thing of taking too long to make announcements, and then the show goes on and on and on and on. You know, Miss Universe or Miss South Africa or Miss any country, at most 2 hours the show should be. 2 hours, not beyond 2 hours. Come on now. Oh, I don't want to talk about Miss DRC Congo with all Undertaker news. I got a headache just watching that one. However, they produced one of the beautiful, very beautiful candidate for Miss Universe. I just hope that they change the way they organize the production. Stay away from wrestling. Well, no, let me put it this way. Stay away from men who are going to organize Miss something in your country because they're going to put masculinity in it. This is about the ladies. Got it? It's about the ladies, not about the men. If the men are invited, they need to tap into their feminine side so that everything looks, feels, and also tastes feminine. Because these are women, strong, beautiful women who are intelligent, and they're about to go out there into the world. So Miss Universe Kenya, I am extremely, extremely disappointed in you. I believe the queen. I believe Irene. Everything that Irene has put on the table, I believe it. You guys are just angry. And I wouldn't even say that you're angry because she did not place. Somebody is jealous of her. Somebody doesn't like her. And that is why they did everything. You know, I don't understand if they understood that by sabotaging her was sabotaging the country. That's treason. They sabotaged the country. It was not Irene. I mean, I was following Irene. I even put her in my top 12. My top 12 placement. That means she would have made it in the top 30 and she would have made it in the top 12. Well, top 5, but that's how much I was following her. She was placing. She had an outstanding outfit of the day, I think once or twice. And social media was ablaze. But no, because she did not place. Now you guys, you cleverly want her to refund every cent of a trip to Mexico. You ought to be ashamed of yourselves. You know, when she did arrive late, I remember saying, oh my goodness, Miss Kenya, she arrived late in Mexico. Most of the time you always think about the visa. Oh, it's probably the visa, because in the past with other Miss Universe or Miss World or Miss Grand International, you would hear that a girl could not make it because of visa or whatever the situation might have been. So I thought, at least she's not that late, unlike Miss Zambia, who was late for almost a whole time they were in Mexico. But nonetheless, she was there. And when Miss Kenya arrived in Mexico, she arrived with a bang. Remember that brown leathery warrior outfit that she wore when she went to be sashed? Oh, come on. I was like, that is what you call a grand entrance by a queen. Shira had nothing on Irene, I am telling you. That's how gorgeous she looked. But somebody did not like that. Somebody in her team did not like that. That is why she's experiencing this misfortune that she is experiencing. And that is why I always believe in putting things on record. Document everything. Because look, she is proving her case by dropping receipts. Conversations she was having with the organizers, conversations she was having with the chaperone, conversations she was having with the creative director, the works. That is why I feel she's made her case. She's defended herself. And I think she ought to be refunded her money that she paid to her personal designer, simply because they were not sure if the national costume was going to make it in Mexico or not. This is cruel, guys. Cruel. Can Miss Kenya, the organization, together with the Miss Universe Kenya, can y'all hire relevant people, former queens? Yes. Hire former queens. If it's not former queens, then you gotta get yourselves males who understand this thing, who will fight tooth and nail to ensure that the candidate that they send out into the world makes it as far as she can through all the support that she needs, which includes training, how to walk, how to talk, how to carry herself, and how to grab attention. That is what she's supposed to have been taught. But you can tell, I mean, you could actually tell with Miss Kenya that, oh, okay, Yeah, I see what you were doing. Because every time when we saw those girls on a daily basis, in our minds, we were thinking of the designer. Like, oh wow, look at this designer. Oh wow, this dress is gorgeous. Oh wow, because we're giving credit to the designer. It turns out 90% of all the clothes that Miss Kenya wore are her own clothes. She styled herself. Now that is what you need as an organizer of this type of event in Kenya. Why do you think South Africa is a powerhouse? It's a sash factor. It's because South Africa understands this nature. And you'll be shocked that the majority of its staff are male. Well, you can say whatever you want to say about them. They are male, and we all know that male, they have that eye. Some people call it a queer eye, even though most of them are not queer at all. It's all about the world, how they understand the world. What the world wants is what they deliver. I mean, look currently. South Africa, I mean, I know we are a country who's kind of like used to winning. We are used to winning these beauty pageants. That is why you're not going to see us on social media making a noise about Mukii. Yes, the 16-year-old Miss World, or Miss Teen World 2024. She won it in Brazil just about a week ago. South Africa. Mr. Teen World is also South African. He won it in Peru just this past weekend. And then Mr. World South Africa made it to the top 5. Why do we make it all the way to the top? It's because we understand the world, and the people behind them are people who have that eye. If you're not going to have the eye, but you only have a green eye monster, this is what you are going to get in return. When now you are angry and starting to lie on your candidate who did everything in her power to represent her nation in the best light possible. I placed her number 12 of my winners. Number 12. So, can you imagine if Miss Universe Kenya was behind her all the way, maybe she might have made it in the top 30. This is wrong, guys. Do not provide jobs for somebody to open their legs and then you give them and they have no understanding of the job. Do not pay a bribe to some corrupt official that wants to run a beauty pageant like this one, because these are the results you are going to get. Do not hire your nephews, nieces, and aunts, uncles, and aunties, because this is the result you are going to get. Get competent people. Same goes with the judging. Same goes with the presenting of the show itself. Because you could tell when I was watching Miss Kenya that, okay, there's no chemistry between the presenters. There was no chemistry. The guy was all over the stage. I don't know if he was modeling or maybe showing the world that, hey, they made a mistake, but not. I don't know what was happening with him. The lady herself, she almost seemed confused. And what confused me even more is that talking and talking and talking, less showing of the girls. If you want advice or maybe a consultant for your next Miss Kenya, I have my email under the about of my channel. We can have a conversation. Yeah. Or even if you want me to be a judge, I don't mind that, Miss Kenya. No, I'm serious. Oh, that also goes for Miss DRC. Whatever it is that you guys did, you need to stop it. Stop it. Namibia, I love y'all, but there's some improvements as well that you need. But other than that, guys, that is the skaka. that is coming from Kenya. I believe Irene, I don't think Irene deserves the way she was treated by Miss Universe Kenya. And I'm glad that she's departed ways with them. Hopefully they are going to do better, as she had asked them to do. Do better. In fact, just resign and let people who understand this thing take it up. Period. You need to stop this. Stop it. You had such great potential in Irene. Gorgeous girl. Absolutely gorgeous. So now, hopefully, this is a lesson that has been learned for 2025. And that, guys, those are my thoughts regarding the Miss Universe Kenya organization, as well as Irene. I believe Irene. I believe her. Queen, continue being a queen. I respect you more than I ever did before. Thank you so much for proving to us that you are being vilified. Somebody is jealous of you. All right? And that, guys, please don't leave this video without liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. And if you do subscribe, make sure to click the bell notification so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. See you next time. Goodbye.